Grilling season is here and you're going to love these easy sausage and chicken jambalaya foil packets sponsored by Reynolds Wrap. Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm so excited to share with you this incredible jambalaya recipe that's made right on the grill. For me personally, as soon as the weather warms up a bit, I like to spend all my free time outside, so foil packet dinners like this one are a no-brainer for me. And this jambalaya comes together so quickly. We'll just toss everything in a large bowl: the rice, diced tomatoes, peppers, smoky sausage, chicken thigh, and a ton of incredible spices. We'll make foil packets using Reynolds Wrap heavy duty foil. This tough and durable foil is perfect for grilling and cooking heavier foods since you don't have to worry about it ripping or tearing. We'll cook the jambalaya right on the grill and then serve it steaming hot right out of the foil packet with some fresh cilantro, some lime wedges. You guys are going to be blown away with all the phenomenal flavors. Check out that video description box for the recipe link, and I'll have the printable recipe up on my website. Meanwhile, let's get started on this incredible recipe. I like to start by preparing some of my vegetables and the onion and garlic. We'll need 1 to 1.5 bell peppers. If you have like a giant one like I'm using today, one will do the job. I like to slice my bell pepper into thin strips like this. You can also just chop it into little cubes. Place the peppers into a large mixing bowl. Thinly slice 2 to 3 celery stalks. We'll need 1 large diced onion, 6 minced garlic cloves. I like to add lots of garlic to this recipe. 1 cup of canned diced tomatoes, 1/3 cup of olive oil or avocado oil, 1.5 cups of long-grain basmati rice. Next up for our meats, I like to use a combination of smoky sausage and chicken. You can also add some shrimp if you like a little bit of seafood in your jambalaya. I will need 1.5 pounds of chicken. I like to use either chicken thigh or chicken breast, and then cube the chicken into small bite-sized pieces that will cook quickly in the foil packets. And we'll need about 10 ounces of smoky sausage. Let's get all this sliced up and into the bowl. This smoky sausage is going to add so much incredible flavor to the jambalaya. I just like to do thin little bite-sized slices. Season with lots of ground black pepper, 2 teaspoons of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 teaspoon of dried tarragon, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 1 teaspoon of chipotle chili. Next up, we're going to need about 1/3 cup of freshly chopped cilantro, and this is going to add lots of great flavor to the jambalaya. I also like to chop a little bit extra for garnishing the top right before serving. Sprinkle that in, and then we can mix this all together. Use 2 large spoons to toss everything together. You want to make sure you have a nice uniform mixture of the rice with the chicken and sausage, those peppers, and of course all those incredible spices. And now we're ready to make our foil packets using Reynolds Wrap heavy duty foil. This is always a staple in my kitchen. This jambalaya recipe will make about 6 to 7 packets, and I like to put everything together assembly line style. So I'll measure out 16-inch sheets of foil, lay them onto my counter, and then we'll drop the jambalaya into the center. And then start distributing the jambalaya evenly between all 6 packets. Next, I'm going to create a little edge on both sides, and this will keep the chicken broth in the center. We'll pour in 1/3 cup of chicken broth into each packet. And then gently bring up the foil over the top of the jambalaya. Fold it over the top, but you want to make sure that you're leaving like a little space on the inside right there for the steam. And then fold over the sides. Now make sure that you're closing this tightly. Fold it over twice so that you're keeping all that juice and the steam on the inside. Reynolds Wrap makes prepping, cooking, and cleanup easier, so I get to spend more time with my family enjoying delicious dishes like this jambalaya. And I especially like to line my casserole pans and my baking sheets with Reynolds Wrap heavy duty foil. It just saves me those extra dishes at the end of the day, and I don't have to scrub off any burnt bits from the pans. I like to place the packets onto a tray so I can easily take them outside. And Reynolds Wrap heavy duty foil also comes in a wider 18-inch roll, which I absolutely love. I use it for so many things in my kitchen. It's really great for larger foil packets or if you're grilling or roasting a larger piece of meat. But once I have my foil packets done, I'm going to head outside and preheat my grill to 550 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to preheat your grill just like you would an oven. Let it heat up for about 10 to 15 minutes so it's really nice and hot, and then we'll go outside to cook our jambalaya. I'll reduce my grill flame to a medium, and now we can add our jambalaya packets onto the grill. Place them with the seam side, the top side up. Make sure to leave ample space in between the packets for even cooking. Grill the jambalaya foil packets for about 28 minutes until the rice is cooked and tender, rotating the packets every 6 to 7 minutes to ensure even cooking. And if you're not quite sure if the rice is done yet or not, you could test on one of the packets by really carefully opening up that top seam. Just be extra careful. There's gonna be a lot of steam coming out. Check to see if that rice is done, and if it's not, you could just roll it back up and let it finish cooking. Once the packets are done, I like to take them off the grill, let them sit on the side for about 5 to 7 minutes to let that steam finish cooking everything, and then we'll dig in to enjoy. My jambalaya is just about done, and I'm loving the aroma. All those incredible spices, that smoky sausage that we use. This is going to be so delicious, and I absolutely love this way of cooking dinner outside on the grill, especially during these warmer months. It just makes everything better. The foil packets are going to be really hot and filled with lots of steam, so you'll want to use some tongs to gently pry open the foil. Shape the foil around the jambalaya into a bowl shape, and you could serve it right out of these foil packets. I like to toss everything together. Garnish with a bit of fresh cilantro, and then squeeze on some fresh lime juice. And that's it for my easy jambalaya foil packet recipe. A huge thank you to Reynolds Wrap for sponsoring this video recipe. Don't forget to head on down into that video description box for the recipe link. I'll have all the details online. Meanwhile, let's dig in to enjoy. I love that you could serve the jambalaya straight out of the foil packet, save you some dishes. I like to get a little bit of everything. Let's get some of that sausage and some of that chicken. This is like the ultimate bite right here. This rice dish is simply incredible, and I love how perfectly seasoned and cooked everything is. That chicken is so juicy, tender, the rice is perfectly cooked, and I love all the spices here. The chipotle chili gives a little bit of a kick to it. You have that smoked paprika, the smoky sausage, everything combined together tastes so good. I love having a little bit of that tomato flavor in here along with those sweet red bell peppers. You guys are going to fall in love with this dish. I know it's going to be an instant hit for summertime. If you're looking for a new, easy, and delicious dinner idea for the grilling season, this is it right here. You're going to love it. Thank you guys so much for watching my latest episode. I hope you enjoyed this incredible jambalaya at home, and if you do, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you liked it. I'll see you next time with the new recipe.